Hello friends, my name is Rishi Karya. I'm All India Rank 7 in GATE Mechanical 2023 and I'm Tech in Mechanical Engineering Specialization in Design from IISc Bangalore. Welcome to Shear Force and Bending Moment Diagram. Shear Force and Bending Moment Diagram is one of the most powerful graphical method that every mechanical engineer and civil engineer should know, because by using this method you can analyze any beam subjected to any kind of load very easily, right? So here in this video lecture, we are going to understand it entire shear force and bending moment diagram in very depth. First, we have to understand what is shear force, right? Then we have to understand what is bending moment, right? Why we need to calculate the shear force and bending moment, right? Why we are calculating it? In this chapter, we are going to understand how to calculate the shear force, how to calculate the bending moment diagram. But the question is, why we need to calculate it? What is the use of it? Why we are studying this subject, right? We are going to understand that first. Then we will learn how to calculate shear force and bending moment for different type of loading condition in different type of beam. Before moving to that, we have to understand which types of beam, types of loading condition, types of support, how to calculate its reaction, and first of all, what is beam, right? We are going to study the entire this chapter. We are going to calculate shear force and bending moment, and we are plotting it for a particular beam. So we have to understand what is beam. So we will start it from the very basic, what is beam, to will go proceed how different type of beam, different type of support reaction, different type of loading, calculating the support reaction, calculating shear force, calculating bending moment, then plotting it in the diagram form. But we also understand why we need to plot it in diagram form. Everyone will teach you that how to calculate the shear force, how to calculate the bending moment, how to plot it in diagram form. But before that, we have to understand the importance of this. Like why we need to plot it in diagram form, right? Then after we will study how to plot it, right? And we will also look at the many previous year questions of GATE and other examination. This topic is very important for in exam perspective. If you pick any examination, whether it is GATE, ESE, PSU examination or state government examination, you will find one question directly or indirectly from the shear force and bending moment diagram. What do I mean by indirectly? Indirectly means using this you can calculate other things like a deflection of beam and stresses, bending stresses in the beam, right? And we will also discuss some interview questions, because this topic is very important in perspective of interview in BARC, ISRO, DRDO. Lots of questions were asked to me, asked to other candidates. I've collected few questions and I'm going to share it along with their solution. We are going to discuss very complicated questions also, from very basic questions to very complicated, very good, interesting questions, and we are going to learn it in a real life perspective, how to see how to apply the shear this concept to real life stuff. We are taking some real life examples like analyzing the beam, the real life beam like a aircraft wing or street light pole, and we are going to analyze and we are going to design it in very detailed manner, right? So here I gave the overview of the entire video lecture series of the shear force and bending moment diagram. This is how we will proceed. So this is all about this lecture. We will meet on the next lecture. So goodbye.